So it's demo time. Let's go for the demo. And here we are going to create the SQL Server 2017 Enterprise Windows Server 2016. So that we are going to use, and for that we are going to use our Azure portal. Let me go to my Azure portal and then we can show you how it's work. So here I can go to the create resource, and then if you can scroll down, you are able to see that let me go and put it here, the database. So in the database, SQL Server 2017 Enterprise Edition. So let me go with that. And here, what I am going to do, the resource group, I am going to use my existing resource group, and then we can try how it's work. Virtual machine name, whatever you want. So I am giving the DBT VM, and then which location you want. Price will differ depend on the region which you are choosing. If you want redundancy, then you can choose the depend on the redundancy, availability zone, or maybe the availability set, and you can do it. But this is just for a demo, so I'm not creating the availability over there. So it is saying the browse all public and private image, so which you want. Here you can see we have a SQL Server 2017 Enterprise Edition, top on the Windows Server 2016. Then we have an Ubuntu server, we have a Red Hat Linux 8.2. So depend on the business need, you can choose, or Oracle Linux if you want. If you want Windows Server 2019, so depend on that, you can able to choose as per your business need. Got it? So whatever the edition and whatever the version you want to choose, you can choose based on the business need. So here I am just creating the on 2016, it same way. So do you want Azure Spot instance? I am not looking it. And whenever you want to use Azure Spot instance, so you can choose that one. Already we have discussed what is the Spot instance. And here you can see the CPU and the memories and the prices. If you can click on the all size, so you are able to see based on your business need, you can choose and the price will be accordingly. Got it? So you can choose how much you want, and accordingly you can able to use as per your business need. Got it? So that's why you are able to choose as per your business, and then you can go for the different services what you want. I'm not getting the much into this. Let me go to the back, and instead of that I am going to create a new one. So in my databases, I'm just putting the basic one. DBAT VM. Okay, the resource group. No, I don't want to in this resource group. Instead of I'm going to create on DBAT. The name I am giving the SQL 2017. Or if you want to install 2019, so then you can choose 2019. Okay, no problem. I'm going to use it. And here, I don't want to use this one. Instead of that, I can use with the less one. Got it? The 4 code is good enough for the test. Username, you can give whatever the username you want. The password. So it should be 12 characters minimum. And then everyone please follow the same. So I have given the password, and then the port, which port you want. So allow a specific port if you want. If you want a public inbound port, so you can choose it accordingly. So here I'm just going with the selective ports, and the license. If you have an existing license onto your machine, you can choose it. Then price will be approximately 50% less. So 49% less you have, and based on that you are able to create it. It will take approximately 1 hour for this creation. So RDP port I have enabled, that's it is saying, and it's just validating, okay, my configuration is correct or not. And then you can see if everything is correct, we are able to do it. So you can scroll and you can see the configuration, whatever I am going to create, and based on that we are able to use it. Okay, so SQL path will be in the F drive, and this way the log will be onto my G drive, temp will be on the D drive. So those are the things, and the backup and the patching schedules, those all. So let me create it. It will take the longer time, and once it is created I will come back onto this part. Meanwhile, if anyone have any questions, you can discuss with me, or you can feel free to ask. So how it's working and how you can able to use it, as we have installed onto the Linux platform as well. So let's see how it's work on the Windows. So now you can see the deployment in the progress, and as I said, it will take the long time, and then we can able to connect and we can able to do the things. So we'll guide you onto that as well. Meanwhile, let it created. So still the deployment in the progress. If you can see, it's going on. It will take time, and once it is done, we are able to see so deployment in the progress and what are the things they are doing. You can see the logs and other thing. And once it will be done, I will let you know. So now my instance is created. Let me go to the portal, and then we can see what is the instance status I have. So deployment is completed. Okay. Yeah. Good. Now go to the resource. Am I able to connect it? That's the one question. Of course, for connection, we need a couple of things, and that we are going to do. So first, let me choose my operating system. Here, this is my operating system, which I have taken as a Windows Server 2016. And this is the public IP address, which I am going to use. Of course, this is just for the demo. So once the demo is completed, I am going to remove it. The public IP address, not a good to explore in the front of the everyone, but it's just for training, guiding you. Okay. So client connection will be differ based on to your connection, what you are doing. So the virtual network I am using, and this is my virtual network. This is my public IP address, and then this is my computer name which I have given, DVAT-VM SQL 2017. Whatever the name I have given, the public IP address, the private IP address, then what features I have used, the plan enterprise edition, then the size of my machine, the RAM onto this machine, disk, those are the things. Okay. So for connection, you can try to click on the connect. So we have a 3 option: RDP, SSH, and person. So based on the business need, you can use the one tool which you want to connect. I will guide you each thing, but later on. Let me guide you the overview of this. What are the things we have? From here, you are able to start and stop the service. Once it is a stop, this start will be highlighted. As of now, it's already running, so that's why start is disabled. Then if you want to open in the mobile, so that's also a good option. You can able to manage your SQL server in the mobile device. So that's the beauty of the cloud. Not only that, the properties, as you have seen, the your database properties, it is showing the disk, those all the things, the CPU, network, port, those things. Okay. Now let me go and just give me 1 minute. I'm just connecting. Okay. So in the monitoring, you can see here the lots of things. Your CPU average, what is happening onto that machine, the network, and this you can able to monitor for the 30 days. Got it? So based on that, you can able to use the disk performance, and apart from that, you have several other tools because we have used the enterprise edition, so that we will guide you in the once we will complete the theory part. So you are able to monitor the scale if you want, then alert or issues that you are able to check. Those are the things you are able to do from here. Then capabilities. So here the policies, the backup tools, and the connect using the RDS sources with the private IP address only. So for that we have a Western. Got it? Update. Those are the things you are able to do. Not only that, here if you can see if any recommendation and the tutorial what you want to learn, that also is given over there, so you are able to see onto that. Okay, then here let me come to the networking part. So here you can see whom I want to allow the connection. So here you can see the RDP I have given to this, so that you can allow or disallow whatever you want. If you want to delete that, you can see here deny all inbound. So it is already denied. Got it? If you want to any things outbound or inbound rule to be changed, you are able to do it. That's why you are able to do. If you want a load balancing, you are able to do it. And then connection. So the for connection, you can download RTDP file and then you are able to connect it. So if you want to test your connections, you can able to connect, or otherwise you can download the RDP and then from the RDP you are able to connect to that machine. So let me go and understand how it's work. So I'm connecting. Of course, I'm not onto this. So more choice I can go. And then you can give the your admin account what you have created. Whenever you're taking the RDP, you have to give your admin account. Am I correct? So that admin account we have to give. So let me go and try it. If I am able to connect, the first time I'm connecting. Now we have taken the RDP of the that machine, and after that you are able to do all the thing whatever you are doing at your own premises similar way. So not a big deal. You can use SQL Server Management Studio. You can connect it. Those all the things you are able to do it. Got it? So you can use as per your business need, whatever you want. You can. I hope everyone is getting this. And then you can use Microsoft SQL Server here. We have a Microsoft SQL Server. You can see the configuration you are able to do. Similar like your own premises, what you are doing, that one. Then you have a tool. So Management Studio and other things. So that you can also able to use. Let me go and Not for this. Let me close this management studio and then, sorry, the first time it is login, so it will take the couple of minutes. This is the one way I guided you. Yes, there's a lots of other way how we can go, how we can enable the port, how we can give the securities. Those all the things we are going to discuss in the further. So that's why you are able to connect under your machine, and you can do, of course, from your management studio, your on premises. You are also able to connect. For that, you have to allow that IPs to connect, and those are the things. So we'll guide on to this as well. Now my management studio started, and of course for Windows authentication I'm going to connect. For SQL authentication also we are able to connect, but for that again we need to give the some configuration. We have to some rules that we need to apply, and then we are able to connect it. Got it? So this is the first time I'm connecting for this instance, so that's why it will take the little bit time. And here you can see similar like what you are getting on your machine, it is exactly the same copy. So there's no changes at all. We are using the enterprise edition, exactly the same what you are doing at your own premises. So this is called the SQL Server Enterprise Editions managed instance, how you are able to use onto the cloud over the virtual machine. So all the things, security, login, servers, backup, replications, policy, those all whatever you are doing, you all are the DBA, you know, as per your database, you are able to do it. You are able to create a database. Those all the things is possible. If I want to create a new database, so I can give the name called DBA training, so DBAT, and then just I'm just guiding you the simple one. So you can see the database is created. Of course, this database, whatever the table and other objects. So what you want to do, either the command line, new SQL query, and then you can able to do. It's exactly the same what you are doing at your on premises, no changes at all. It's exactly the same. Okay. So I hope you got the idea for this. Let it open and come back to the my other instance, and then we can go and we can see what are the other things we have. Okay. So meanwhile, let me connect to the my portal. Okay, so I am here. Let me connect to the portal. So you have seen from this connection you can able to do, or directly you can download the RDP file from here and you are able to go. Similar way, if you want to SSH connection, that can be possible. You are able to do with the your public key, private key, whatever the key you have given. Got it? So based on that, you are able to do while you are configuring the public key and private key combination, and you are able to use it. So you have to give your private key path, and then you are able to connect it. So this basically when you are connecting from the Linux or something, that time people are using. Disk, you can able to see what are the disks you have and how much use, size, those. And then here you can see the security. So this is the really important thing to secure your instance. And of course, for securing, we have to understand lots and lots of other things as well. What are the things we are going to do, how we are going to use it. So those all the things we are able to do it as per our business need. Got it? So that's what you are able to do. You are able to configure your SQL server. You can able to manage. So let me go to the my RDP and then let me configure manager. We can go and we can see what are the things I am able to do. So let me open that. So let me go and use the SQL Server configuration manager. It opens the SQL Server Configuration Manager. And the Configuration Manager, we have to look into the things which is called protocol for my SQL Server. So that we are going to use. And for that, let me go for the network configuration on my server. So I can enable the SQL Server network configuration, and then you can see the TCP/IP. Those should be enabled. That's the thumb rule. You have to enable the TCP/IP, and then you are able to do it. So in my case, it is already there. I don't have to enable it. But yes, if you are using the some other additions of SQL Server, then it should be, you need to enable it. Okay. So how to enable and disable? Simple way how you are doing at your own premises. You can go enable and disable, or otherwise property you can open, and from here you can also able to change it. So as per your business need, you are able to do. Okay. So that's the way you can enable. If you are, it is a disable, then you have to enable, and once you will enable, you are able to restart the instance. So go to the your SQL service, and then you can restart the service. So in my case, I don't need it. Let me go and choose some alternate options what we are going to use. So let me connect to my portal. I am on my portal, and here, if you can see in the overview, we have a public IP. So that your public IP you can note or you can copy as per your business need. And this public IP I am going to use. Got it? So make sure whenever you are using your public IP, you are able to use as per the business need. Okay. So my public IP is there. I need to configure my DNS level to get the access. Got it? So for creating a DNS level, let me go to my virtual machine, and then as we can see the public IP I have already noted. So let me come to my configuration. So here you can see we can go and we can choose the configuration. And in the configurations, what we have to do, we have to enter our DNS level name. So that will allow to connect the MySQL SQL Server VM with the name instance by the IP address directly. Got it? So if you can go in the configuration, DNS name level, if I can scroll, host group, okay, DNS is not configured onto this machine. Otherwise you can able to get here the group, and then you are able to connect it from this. So I don't have that one as of now. Later on I can show you. Similar way you are able to change the SQL Server configuration. So all the things you are able to see from here as well. The configuration, you are able to take the backup, patching. These all can be possible as per my business need. If you want automatic enable, then you are able to enable it. Do you want encryption? So you can put it, the password and other things, encryption key, backup schedule. If you don't want, you can disable it directly. Got it? So as per your business need, you can enable or disable whatever you require. Got it? The features, additional feature, if you want to enable some things, that can be applied. So in database and memory and other thing, the properties and other things. So these all based on that you can able to use. Here you can see my properties for this instance, license type whatever we are using, resource group where it is, and the virtual machine. And this machine we are able to directly connect. Got it? That's where you are able to also connect. That's the one thing. So similar way, as per your business need, you can choose whatever the way is comfortable for you. That's where you can choose and you are able to do. So any configuration if you want, the backup, other things. Got it? So that's the another way we can able to do for this virtual machine, SQL managed. So this is the SQL virtual machine and this is the my. So based on that you can. If I want to stop it, so I can able to stop it. It will ask you the, do you want to reserve the public IP address? Yes, because if you will delete, then you need to the new public IP address and then your configuration and everything will change. If you are accessing from the public IP, if you are not accessing from public IP, then you can release it, no problem at all. So it depends on your business need, you are able to use, and then you can able to do it. I hope this is okay for this demo. And let's talk to the some theory part, and then we can come again for further how we can secure it, how we can patch it, how we can take the backup, what are the things we are able to do it. Okay, so that's the good way we have to do as per our business need, and we can do it. So not for the further delay, let's start with some theory concept again.